Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and be unboxing and reviewing this Rosalind Polygel kit. So here you guys can see that the tubes are 15 milliliters each. It includes 6 pieces of polygels. I'm going to go ahead and open up this kit really quick here so you guys can see how it looks once I unbox it. Okay, and when we open it up, this is how the box looks. Here it includes some instructions right at the lid, basically. Super helpful. Then here at the bottom, each polygel comes individually wrapped, so I'm going to go ahead and open them for you guys and then also show you guys the swatches. I went ahead and cut, shaped, and filed my nail tips to the length I want and the shape I want. This is how they look so far. I do have a peel off base coat just so you guys know. Anywho, now I'm going to go in with these colors. I'm going to be using the white, the clear, and the pearl pink. I went ahead and poured 70% alcohol onto my dapping dish, and I'll be using my Makartt polygel brush. So I'm going to go in with the pearl pink color, and I'm just going to go ahead and place a little bit onto the entire thumb. I first start off by placing it a little bit away from the cuticle area, and now I'm going to push that towards the cuticle area slowly and gently, then pushing it towards the sidewall on the right, and then pushing it to the sidewall on the left. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and just, make sure that the whole entire nail is covered. Overall, the polygel is very soft, very easy to use. It doesn't, get everywhere. It's not running anywhere. You have full control of it still. It's soft but great. It doesn't move unless you want it to move. Really easy to work with. I had no problems with it. I absolutely loved it. I actually have tried the brand before that I ordered from AliExpress, and I of course loved it. It was very easy to use. Once I have my layer down, I went ahead and cured that, and now I'm going to go in with some clear to go ahead and build the entire nail. To build the apex actually. So I went ahead and cured that, and now I'm going to grab some of that pearl pink color, and I'm going to place a little bit onto this dual foam paper that I have here and some of that white. Now I'm going ahead and grabbing a little bit of that pink, then I'm grabbing a little bit of that white and just placing it onto the nail because we are going to go ahead and create a marble effect. So once I have the polygel that I want onto the nail, I'm going to grab this dotting tool to basically just marble the whole entire nail. I'm just going ahead and swirling it around. Once I have it swirled to my liking, I'm going to go in with my polygel brush to go ahead and put everything into place, just making sure that I clean up my sidewalls. Now that I have my application down, I'm not curing. I went ahead and went on some little gold foil here, and I'm just placing this onto the wet polygel, and then once I have my placement down, then I'm going to go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. So this is how it looks. I went ahead and cured it. Now I'm going to go in with some of that clear polygel to go ahead and encapsulate and build the apex.
Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die. All the years they would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah. Call you up, how you been? Can we play a rewind? Yeah, those are the guys you choose. They don't care, no, like I do. I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you for so long, and it's killing me to see you there with a broken heart. If you knew, I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you coming like a wrecking ball, crying on me, saying how they make you feel so small. When the rain couldn't get any clearer, I'm the one holding up all your mirrors, baby. Hurry up, back to me, why'd you ever move?
Okay, for this nail we are going to be using some very metal pieces, so I'm going to go in with some of this purple color, a very thin layer, and I repeat, a very thin layer, just because the items that we will be using to encapsulate are very thick and I don't want the nail to become way too thick, you know. So I just went ahead and patted this into place, and now without curing the polygel, I'm going to go in with my items that I'll be using to encapsulate. So first, I'm going to go in with this beautiful iridescent glitter. Here you guys can see it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use this brush to go ahead and just place the glitter onto the wet or uncured polygel. Now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and now go in with these metal pieces. There's some stars, moon, just little things like that. I didn't really show you guys my placement because I had no idea how to figure my placement for it, but you guys know, very easy. I just went ahead and placed it down on there. Once I have my placement down, I went ahead and cured for 60 seconds, and now I'm using the clear polygel to go ahead and encapsulate the entire design and also build the apex. Now I know I don't normally do ombre, but I want to go ahead and try doing ombre, so I'm grabbing a little bit of that pink color, placing it onto the natural nail, and then I'm grabbing some of that white color and I'm placing it towards the free edge of the nail. So first I'm going in and just pushing that towards the cuticle area and towards my sidewalls, and then I'm bringing that towards the middle first. I didn't grab too much polygel, just enough to be able to do this ombre design. And then I'm pushing this white polygel towards the middle as well. It's very hard for me to do. If you guys want a step-by-step polygel ombre tutorial, I do have one up. It's a very similar, very like exact same thing I'm doing here. But I'm going ahead and just pushing that upwards towards the pink first. Once I have that done, I'm gonna go ahead and bring that pink downwards, just patting it downwards towards into the white. Once I have it patted down, I'm gonna drag a little bit more to get that transition effect, and then I'm just patting in the middle to go ahead and blend the colors together. I went ahead and cured that, and I'm going to go in with some of that white again, placing it on the free edge, just because, you know, you can barely tell the ombre design just because of these. The layer was very thin, so of course it's going to be a little bit translucent. I went in with some of that pink. With that pink, push it towards the cuticle area and towards the sidewalls. And now with this white polygel, we're going to go in and push that upwards in the middle, where I want my ombre transition to be. Gently pushing that up towards the pink. Now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and gently drag some of that pink polygel downwards into the white. Just dragging it downward, and then with some patting motions, I'm just making sure that I blend that pink into the white. And now that I have that done, I went ahead and grabbed a little bit more alcohol than usual, and now I'm just patting and dragging, pat to just blend the colors together to get that beautiful ombre transition. Like I said, I do have a more in-depth tutorial. If you guys want it, I'll be sure to leave a link down below. I'm just dragging a little bit more of that pink into the white, and then patting to blend that in so it doesn't look too harsh of a transition. Once I have that to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and then cure for 60 seconds. So here's how this beautiful design looks so far. Absolutely loved it. I do have a little minor shaping that I didn't do here. Anywho, to remove any of that tacky layer so it doesn't gunk up our files and our bits, we're going to go in with some alcohol. And I'm using this manicure brush to go ahead and remove that tacky layer, which I shouldn't have done. So instead, I'm just going in with the towel, removing that tacky layer because it works way better this way. This nail, the thumb, for some reason, I don't know why, it did something very weird. The polygel kind of crinkled up. I don't know why. I think it was because of my lamp. But anyway, I'm going to go in with this Gershon 110-180 grit file, and I'm going to use the 100 side. And then I'm just going to go ahead and gently shape and file the sidewalls. Their files are absolutely great. 100% recommend them. You get that crisp shape with these files. Now, once I had my sidewalls shaped, this is how they look, and I'm going to go ahead and do that to the rest of the nails as well. Now to see the cuticle area or flush the cuticle, I'm going to go in with this Safety Extra Fine Ceramic Bit. I'm using it in 7,000 RPM speed, and then I'm also gently, just going through the entire nail to remove any bulk or any unevenness. Very gently. This is a very extra fine bit, like I said, so it's not removing too much. Polygel is very easy to file, so that is why I go in with this extra fine bit. Once I have that, I'm going to go in and do the same exact thing to the rest of the nails. Here's how it looks. The difference, I'm going to go and show you the side profile as well from the other entire nails, so you're able to see how clean it looks, once you flush the cuticle area.
Taking control.
Now I'm going to go ahead and use this buffer. I always use this buffer, and I'm just going ahead and using this buffer to remove any of that harsh lines from filing. And this buffer also helps, you know, makes everything look more cleaner. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to go ahead and buff the entire nail. This one I'm using this polish times shiny buffer. I don't know how to explain it. It polishes and then the other side shine. It makes like the nails shine. It works way better on natural nails than actual artificial nails, you know. But yeah, anywho, I'm gonna go in with this buffer and then I'll be back shortly. So once I'm done buffing, I'm using some alcohol and that lint-free wipe, and I'm just wiping away any of that dust. Now I'm going to go in with some of this Rosalind wet gel polish that I'm going to place a little bit onto my plate here. Then I'm going to be using this dotting tool to draw some clouds, and I'm using the tinier end. You guys can see that. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and just draw some dots first to make the cloud, just like so. Once I have my dots down, I'm going to go ahead and just fill those gaps in a little bit. And then using some alcohol and just any old brush, go ahead and just remove any of the excess alcohol. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm just going to go ahead and pat some of that white gel polish so, you know, it kind of looks a little bit faded, you know, so it gives that realistic look rather than that cartoonish look. Here I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch this. Once I have it to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and cure. So now that I'm done, I'm going to go in with some of this Now Addict No Wipe Top Coat. It's honestly very great top coat. You can use my discount code PRISCILA for some money off. Then I went ahead and just top coated the rest of the nails and then cured for 30 seconds. Thank you guys so much for watching today's videos. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe down below if you guys enjoyed this, and let me know down in the comment section what you guys think down below. As always, make sure you guys have a great, beautiful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.